Every single business should have a YouTube channel. If there's one thing I've learned in 2025 is that YouTube is easily one of the biggest unlocks for any business out there. Now, I run an email SMS marketing agency, so I don't have anything to sell you when it comes to YouTube or anything like that. I make these videos just to document my own journey, what I'm learning as a business owner, and potentially give you guys some advice. Just stuff that I wish I knew when I first started. Now, as of 2025, I've recorded about 100 to 200 different YouTube videos, okay? I have two different channels. I have this channel that you're currently watching, and I have my email marketing channel where I focus on teaching people how to do email marketing. And having that channel has been one of the biggest levers for increasing the amount of clients that we get, the amount of inbound traffic that we get, and the overall close rates when I get on calls. Now, the videos and the content that I put out on that channel are largely educational based. So, email marketing and SMS marketing is a relatively nuanced topic. People don't seem to know a whole lot about it. And what I do on my email marketing channel is I provide guides and educational content on how to better do email marketing. What ends up happening is at the time of recording, I get about 10,000 views per month, right? I get about roughly 4,000 to 5,000 people every single month seeing my content, unique people seeing my content, and actually seeing me as an authority in that space. And what ends up happening is after they watch those videos, they continue to watch more and more and more, and it eventually gets to the point of they start thinking, hey, instead of actually me trying to do all this stuff, I'll just hire somebody. And who do they end up hiring? Well, it's the person who's been teaching them how to do it in the first place, right? Having this YouTube channel, yeah, it takes a bunch of time to record content, but the amount of inbound traffic we get from people wanting educational, or rather just somebody who can actually fulfill the work that they need doing on that specific topic is insane. I get about 2 or 3 calls every week now from a YouTube channel with 1,000 subscribers that gets about 10,000 views every single month. It's a tiny channel, but the unlock that we get from a business like this, it's insane. Like I literally today just signed a 6K contract. A couple of days ago, we signed a 3K contract. It's just leads that are coming in, and I'm not actually having to spend money to get this traffic coming in. Now, any business can have a YouTube channel. And the only thing I recommend doing when you're actually figuring out what type of content you want to put out on your channel, this has worked for me at least, is just creating educational guides and content on how you actually deliver your service. I give literally everything I do away for free on my YouTube channel. And then I sell, so where I make my money is the implementation of the stuff that I educate people on. So you can learn and try and do it yourself for free by following my YouTube guides. But if you actually want me to manage it for you, it's going to cost you anywhere between 3 to 10K, right? That's where I make my money. And the difference between somebody who's a lead on, say, LinkedIn, Upwork, or Twitter, and somebody who's a lead coming in from YouTube is night and day. The position that people, or rather the negotiating position that I'm in when I'm getting on these calls with people from YouTube is so much stronger because they already know me. They've already been taking in my content. They already know that I'm super qualified, and I don't have to do all of the hard work of trying to convince somebody that I know what I'm doing, right? They already know because they've seen the videos that I've put out there. And so the ability for me to close them on a call is so much easier. Sales cycles are quicker, close rates are higher, and I can even command higher prices because I'm an expert and I'm perceived as such. And it actually, sometimes I'm in calls with people, and this is why I've been increasing my prices. They'll actually be taken aback by how low my rates are because they've watched so much of my YouTube content and they just assume that it's going to be so much higher, right? So it just puts you in a much better negotiating position. So YouTube, you're getting organic traffic, you're positioning yourself as an expert, you're increasing your close rates, you're increasing your show up rates on these calls, you're able to increase your prices. It's massive. Now, a lot of you guys probably watching this are like, well, I don't really have time because at the time of recording right now, I'm producing 2 videos a week on that channel. I'm also producing 2 videos a week on this channel. So I'm making 4 videos every single week. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, I don't have time to do that, right? And that's fine. I understand. What I'd recommend to those who don't think they have time, and by the way, I say don't think because you probably do have time. You're just not willing to set it aside. Like I have a team of 10 right now. We're doing about 70K a month in revenue, and I'm still able to produce 4 videos every single week. So you can make time, right? We have 35 different clients. There's a lot going on, but I prioritize this stuff. But if you truly think you do not have time, this is what I recommend doing. At the very least, I recommend recording 3 YouTube videos, having them nicely edited, and then posting them on a channel that you own. So your YouTube channel, essentially. Now, you're not really gonna get any leads from that because there's not gonna be a whole lot of traffic coming to that, I would assume, because we're in niche service-based industries. You're not gonna get a whole lot of traffic coming to those videos, but what you can do is before your sales calls, where people find you either from referrals or other sources of traffic off of YouTube, you can prepare clients, or rather prospects, by sending them a link to your YouTube channel. What that does is if they watch the video, the authority that them just knowing you have a YouTube channel builds for you, puts you in so much more of a stronger negotiating position when it comes to getting into that sales call. Them just thinking and knowing that you have a YouTube channel makes you so much more authoritative when you come into these calls, and it makes it so much easier to get new clients. Even if you're not using it as a way to generate traffic, you can use it as a support channel to increase your overall close rates. I think every business should have a YouTube channel. I really do. I'm an email marketer, so I just create guides on email marketing. But if you're an accountant, if you're a wholesale distributor, if you're a 3PL specialist, if you're literally anything, Google Ads specialist, SEO specialist, you should be creating guides on how to actually do whatever you do and putting those out on YouTube. My videos get like 100 views each. Like that's literally it sometimes. Like this video will probably only get like 200 views because algorithm hates me. But on my other channel as well, my videos are getting like 100 views tops, right? But that is 100 qualified people who actively have a problem for a service that is a lot of money to solve, right? How much would I pay to get in front of 100 people who need help with an email marketing strategy and then give them a guide with the opportunity to then sell the implementation of that strategy? Because that's essentially what I'm doing with my YouTube videos. For 100 people, I'd pay quite a bit of money to get in front of an audience of 100 people, i.e. the audience of that video, right? But at the moment, I'm only paying like literally $45 every single video that gets edited. That's a massive ROI, both on the money spent and on my time. Do it. Now, in terms of the production process, like what kind of videos you should come up with, I literally, every single day, when somebody has a question about email marketing, I jot that down and I decide to make a video on it. I literally have a backlog of so many ideas that are focusing on how to do email marketing, how to improve email marketing strategies, segmentation, sign-up forms, all that stuff. Basically, there's really an endless amount of topics, I guarantee you, that you can talk about within your field to position yourself as an expert and to eventually start showing up in the SERPs if you want to generate YouTube or turn YouTube into a traffic generating source. Highly recommend you do it. Check it out. Any questions? Let me know.